All right, now something completely different. So please gather around, gather around. My name is Hannah. This is my colleague, Thomas. We come from the European Commission, from the Department for Civil Protection and Humanitarian Aid. We are based in Brussels, in Belgium. And today we are going to talk to you about the EU peer review program. Before we kickstart this presentation, I actually want to ask how many of you know what the peer review is? Just raise your hand if you know. All right, so many people. Petronella, for example, do you want to tell us very, very briefly what is a peer review? Very briefly. What is a peer review?
You help your colleagues from other countries. You go to them and you study their. You help them review their legislation on disaster risk reduction in this case, and you give your support and your experience from the peer countries.
Okay, but in general, a peer review means that peers review each other on certain subject. It actually comes from academia. It comes from the kind of scientific context. All right, well, I think let's start. My colleague Thomas is going to answer a couple of questions that I'm going to pose him on this specific program, and hopefully we'll have some time maybe even for questions from your side. So let's start. Thomas, why do we do peer reviews in Europe? My first question.
Yes, hello first. Good morning, everybody. So what I wanted to say is that peer review is a very practical tool. We are there to develop practical actions. And why are we doing them in Europe? Because we have what we call a mechanism, a civil protection mechanism on prevention, preparedness and response. And peer reviews are there to implement this policy, to help to exchange on these policies, on risk assessment, on knowledge, on the Sendai framework, and on funding.
Okay, do you want to give us a policy context of it a little bit broader?
The policy context of it started actually 2 years ago when we were developing our new EU civil protection legislation. And then we decided to have this practical tool where countries from one particular member state could visit another country and then discuss the civil protection legislation.
Okay, but specifically, what is the purpose of a peer review
So
in the EU context?
A peer review in the EU context is a very practical tool.
You
It's
said
based
practical already
on,
3 times.
It's based on learning, on mutual learning, mutual sharing, mutual exchange, mutual knowledge. One of the objectives is to try to foster a policy dialogue on prevention, dialogue on preparedness, dialogue on response. And we want also to develop a bit more visibility through this exchange. What are the principles? Maybe you might ask yourself this question. The peer reviews are a very open process based on transparency. What is key is that it is a voluntary process. So everybody can apply, everybody can be a peer, everybody can take part to this process. It's not at all a mandatory process or a kind of audit. It's based on this voluntary call for people to take part to the peer review, to become a peer, and to be reviewed. Each country can be reviewed, and everybody can become a peer.
Okay, but if I understand correctly, the overall objective is indeed to support development and implementation of disaster risk reduction policy across the European continent. But can you tell us more practically, when did this program start? What have we achieved so far? Give us more facts and figures so that we can understand better what it is all about.
So you all know the YOGO framework for action. Actually, we started when Sendai was not existing yet. And we are trying to find the best way of implementing in a practical way this sometimes abstract framework. And we started by developing 2 pilot peer review, one in UK, one in Finland, in cooperation with UNISDR and with OECD. So at that time it was a team of people going to UK, having a lot of meetings with several organizations from the country. I was part of the first peer review, of this first pilot peer review. And actually we started by meetings at 8 o'clock. We were finishing them at 8 o'clock in the night, and we met more than 200 people. And we were really going into detail, we were really exchanging, we were exchanging practice, exchanging policies, having really kind of open dialogue where all questions can be asked and where exchange can start between the people taking part to the peer review. After this, we decided a bit to institutionalize this process. So we have now what we call a peer review program, and every year we are launching 6 peer reviews in EU member states and in neighboring states from the EU. And we can do any type of peer review. So it can be general peer review, focusing on the Sendai framework. It can be also very specific peer review, focusing on risk assessment, focusing on early warning system, on preparedness strategies. It's really a tool that can be used for any purpose, any kind of policies.
Okay, very well. So basically, one country can review disaster risk reduction policies of another country. And what Thomas said, the pilot started in 2012. They started with Finland and the UK, and then in 2015 and 2016, what you can see on the map, Estonia, Poland, Bulgaria, Turkey, Georgia, and Malta were further reviewed. So I understand well, so these are the countries that were reviewed that opened the doors to other governments of other states within Europe and in our neighborhood to review their policies. But who were the reviewers?
Actually, the reviewers were coming from many, many countries. You can see they were coming from 19 countries so far, and we had more than 24 peers that were already part of this peer review. In a practical way, it's a mission in another country. It's a 10 days mission. All these peers are traveling to the country. We start by meeting the main administration of the country, and there are a lot of meetings with NGOs, with the private sector, with stakeholders. We try really to have an overview of the policy of the country. What we are also trying to do so far is to have what we call field visits. So we are not only focusing on high-level meetings, but trying also to meet people on the ground and having that kind of informal dialogue.
Okay, so at the moment, all 28 member states of the European Union and our near neighborhood in the north of Africa and Eastern Europe can be either reviewed, so others can come to them to review them, or they can provide their experts and expertise to review other countries. So what you can see there, for instance, an expert from Jordan helped to review disaster risk reduction policy of Malta, or some of the experts from the European Union went to Turkey or went to Georgia to help review those countries. So very, very briefly, Toma, what are the key results of this process? So why are we doing it in the first place?
So we start with a visit in the country, but why are we doing this? Because we want to look at best practices and we want to provide recommendations to the country being reviewed. So actually, after this trip in the country, all peers are writing together what we call a peer review report. It's a very short report. It's a 10-page report looking at the policy of the countries, looking at best practices and areas for improvement and recommendations. And what we have seen so far is that this process has been very successful. We have seen many policy changes in some of the countries. We have seen that this process has led to more sharing of experience. It has led to really concrete policy changes in the way the disaster risk reduction policy was managed in the country.
Okay.
And what I want to say is that also it's a way to build a kind of network. Many peers became friends after the peer review, and there was really this informal exchange happening. It's not a bureaucratic process at all. It's a way to, during these meetings, during this exchange, that starts in the morning at 8 o'clock and finish at 10 o'clock with a beer, a way to build new network, new way of exchanging, making contact and leading to policy changes.
And actually it benefits the country that is reviewed, but it also benefits the reviewers who come and review the country, as well as the European Union, who is somehow managing this whole process. All right, so the most interesting part, and I think we have 1 minute left, what are the next steps? And do you think that this concept can be applied also in other contexts?
The next steps. We think that this tool is very successful, so we want to continue this peer review program. We will continue it with still 6 peer reviews per year being conducted. But we want also to explore if we can do this not only at national level, but also at local level. It can be city to city exchange, it can be exchange between communities. But it can also be used at regional level. We can really learn from what is happening in South America and try to find a kind of region to region peer review. So we are really now building on this success of this tool to try to use it even more and having even more practical results.
And I think more so we also want to encourage this openness and transparency in a way that countries are open for others to come and review their policies. Because what we've noticed with the countries that have implemented it so far, it's a very, very good way to support governments to implement Sendai framework, actually, because if someone comes and assesses your capacities and gaps and also areas where you need to invest additional capacity, it can actually help you to see how you can implement Sendai framework as well. So most of all, we want to promote the concept in other regions outside Europe, and we want others to implement a similar approach to disaster risk reduction policy.
And indeed, and this concept is now part of the Sendai framework. You have a specific article in Sendai on peer review, and we are really happy to exchange with you after this meeting or during this meeting to really see how this tool can be best used and promote what I was calling mutual learning, mutual sharing, mutual knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you.